Did you miss COD the Next 2023 because you weren't able to make it, or you weren't able to make our live stream last night? Don't worry, your boy Yuki has you covered, because this is the recap video of COD Next 2023. For those of you who are not aware, COD Next 2023 or COD Next in general is an event that is held by Activision to celebrate the upcoming news and release of the next COD game. In this case, COD Modern Warfare 3. And the event was held yesterday in Los Angeles. And let's take a look at what happened yesterday in terms of the event. And this is coming from the Call of Duty blog, as you can see here on the screen below. And basically, it's from the callofduty.com. So that's the source, and here is today's news. And by the way, there is an announcement later about me returning to COD. So pay attention to that because that's starting as soon as later tonight. Um, let's begin. So multiplayer was one of the big topics for COD Next, and based on what we have heard, at launch they're going to have the regular maps. They're going to be they're going to be using the maps from the original COD Modern Warfare 2. Maps like the following have been confirmed: Rundown, Rust, Afghan, Skid Row, Subways, Subbase, Scrapyard Wasteland Terminal, Derail, High Rise, Estate Invasion Favela, Quarry, Karachi, and Underpass have been confirmed to be part of this Modern Warfare 3 with the maps that are going to be used at launch. And they also confirmed that new maps are going to be part of the game post launch, as we see here. 12 more maps are going to be added for Core 6v6 after launch, like in seasons. Season 1 will be with new maps as well. So Season 0 is going to be this one right here, the maps from Modern Warfare 2. In terms of zombies, we have other stuff to talk about there too. They're going, but first they're going to reintroduce map voting, the classic mini map, the Dead Silence perk, and increase health. However, from what I heard, it's not that much because let's just say that increased out to 150. 150 ain't not that's not that looks like a lot. It's not, especially if you're a good player. If there are good players, that TTK is only going to go up by 2 seconds. Trust me on that. Because if you thought 100 100 HP is fast, 150 is actually faster because of the way the players move nowadays. With the movement that's going to be added, oh boy, that 150 is going to go by quick. It's not that much. It's a little bit more, but nah. Dead silence is a perk. It's like gear and classic mini map that should have never been moved. There's movement, of course, everybody's favorite. Like Cancel is back. Mantle objects faster. Fire aid, fire while sliding ADS, and tactical sprinted duration is going to go up, along with the strike speeds of ADS. And tax stance, of course, is going to be in there. By the way, if you guys want to read the whole entire thing, I'm going to be linking the article in the description below, so don't worry. Operators and weapons, don't forget that if you are using Modern Warfare 2 material, they have confirmed that Modern Warfare 2 weapons and stuff will be carrying over to Modern Warfare 3. So that's a good thing, although I'm very, very optimistic that I'm very cautiously optimistic because you never know. They're gonna start putting paywalls on some stuff. So look out for that. So loadout. So there's gonna be a new gear is gonna be added into the game, including gloves, boots, and gear. Basically, if you find these on the map, they're going to allow you to have new upgrades based on specific gear. For gloves, you can hand equipment handling will be increased and more more farther on the throw of the equipment like the grenades. You can even reload while sprinting and all that good stuff. Boots allow you to eliminate footstep sounds. Oh, thank goodness. Ninja. and maintain mantling speed and more is going to go up, and your gear is for base for items like fire damage and all that good stuff. There's also going to be something called aftermarket parts, which is coming to the gunsmith, and that is talking about like aftermarket parts introduce a new progression path for weapons for leveling that offer truly unique weapon configurations for enhanced playstyle customization. You have to first obtain a supported weapons max level and then complete an in-game challenge to unlock the new gear. So this one you can really take advantage of if you play a lot. But I'm gonna tell you, it looks like a grind, and I'm gonna tell you my final thoughts later in this video as well because I go real on it. Next thing they introduced is a few new items that you can play with at your disposal, including the Breacher drone, Mosquito drone, ACS, which is a field upgrade, and a comp scrambler. For example, this Mosquito drone, which is now a kill streak, will allow you to do the following: deploy an explosive drone that circles the area where it is launched, dive bombing onto approaching enemies, listen for audio and visual cues on the receiving end of the kill streak to pinpoint and destroy it. Ooh, nice. Then the ACS is toss an automated computer spike onto objective points to contribute to your team's score without taking yourself out of the action. The ACS also hacks enemy equipment, turning a deployable item against its original owner. Ooh, now we're talking. Or maybe. Com Scrambler is a new field upgrade that allows you to deny enemy kill streaks and field upgrades from being used within the vicinity of the Com Scrambler. Its area of effect is clearly visible on the minimap. Enemies can choose to play around its vicinity or target the item directly to get rid of it. In addition, teammates are hidden from enemy UAV pings while in range of friendly Com Scrambler. Ooh. Now this is like more of a counter to any type of UAV. So if you do not like UAVs to be spammed, the Com Scrambler is for you. Game modes including ground war and war mode is coming to Modern Warfare 3, including a new game mode called Cutthroat. Cutthroat is a 3v3 map, 3v3 game mode that allows you to attack each other in terms of team versus team. The way this works is it's basically uh, a 3v3 where you take out the enemy teams. However, there's only one life, just like in Search and Destroy. So the question would be, will you be gunning in Blaze of Glory, or just let the other teams fight each other, and then you take the kill for yourself? That's how this game works. Ground War is like from Modern Warfare 2. It's gonna be your basic 12 like your basic big fat version of Team Deathmatch is what I like to call this game. Okay, so it's like it's a grand version of Team Deathmatch because you're playing way more players, more than 6v6. So that was introduced in Modern Warfare 2, and then War Mode, which is not a new game, but it's a returning game from COD World War 2 from 2017. It's basically a battle progression thing. You can capture points and hit the armed tank. The next thing they covered is zombies, and the way zombies works this time around, it's going to be a big scale zombies game, like Outbreak from Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And the way that works is the way it works is going to be different squads are going to be launching at the same time inside of the same game. So I believe it's going to be 6 squads of 3. So that's going to be 18 people, 18 players. But the goal is to kill the zombies. They're not facing each other. However, there is a element of extraction here. DMZ. DMZ mode. Because if you want to win, you also have to extract in this game mode of zombies. So not only you have to take out the zombies, but you have to also extract because there's going to be a circle-like element, like in the BR, to get you if you don't extract in time. Perks are coming back in terms of the items from regular COD zombies, including Pack-a-Punch, Perk Cola, and Mystery Box. So my favorite thing when I was playing zombies back in the day was the mystery box. So that was fun, and unfortunately sometimes I get the clown. So there you go. And there's a new thing. There's a thing called Wonder Weapon. So that's an interesting thing. And replayability and the extraction-based gameplay feature in this iteration, players will be able to store and use weapons they successfully exfilled within their future matches, including fan favorites like the ray gun, of course. For the first time ever, you'll be able to start future matches with these classic weapons. Keep in mind that this is like DMZ, but it's a zombies DMZ. So if you like DMZ from Modern Warfare 2, then then they're going to do it for zombies. So basically, that is zombies DMZ in a way. But you're not facing only zombies though. You're also facing AI human enemies, including Victor Kakayev, in addition to the regular zombies, as part of this thing called Operation Deadbolt. So that's gonna be a thing. The next thing they covered is, of course, everybody's favorite Call of Duty Warzone. And the only reason why I'm coming back to COD is not for Warzone, but for Rebirth, Resurgence, and DMZ. And if I do decide to buy Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. Um, so the new map is called Uzbekistan, and there are a few drop points to consider, including Levin Resort, Pop-up Tower, Power, like the power plant, the city, Zaravan, Sharin Manor, Lowtown, Orla Military Base, the farms, the suburbs, the Old Town, the Seaport District, and the cargo. So those are your big points of interest when it comes to the map. So when everybody says believe the biggest map point from Verdansk was prison yard or something like that, or security is what I remember. Then that's one of those things. And if you guys want to take a look at how the map is going to look like in terms of the thing, I believe I have one on my Twitter profile. Here we go. Here's how the map looks like from a picture standpoint. As you can see, it looks so. If you're going right side, Lowtown farms, suburbs, Manor, and if you go to middle, you go to Old Town. You go to west side, you're going to go to the power plant, the cargo, the district, the city, and the resort. And if you go really top right side, you go to the base. If I was going to play this for real, my my thing when you see me play Fortnite a lot, and I know this is not a Fortnite video, but because it's a BR, it's given worth to mention. So when we go to Fortnite, we usually drop in the south, in the south of the map, wherever there's a vault. I have a very good feeling. Now, there's no official intel on what's going to be in the thing yet. I will be covering that as the days go on. I believe the biggest, if I'm going to predict right now, then the biggest drop point for everybody is going to be either city, low town, or old town. I have a feeling that all the good stuff is going to be there. So I really expect Old Town, Low Town, and the city to be your hot drops. And then low drops are going to be in the military base, power, and the resort. I really think so because everybody goes for the big boy material. So Old Town, Low Town, and the city. Let's continue reading because there is a lot more to cover. And right here, movement changes Um, I talked about a little bit of the multiplayer, but in Warzone, slide canceling is back. Of course, everybody's favorite thing to talk about is slide canceling. You can also do attack shooting. We also jump higher and faster with ADS. But you can also toggle on stack stance for hip firing ADS, but there is going to be a penalty to accuracy. And you can do stim tactical item to give yourself a short movement boost. And then of course COD with their operators have base health at 150. UI updates. So here we have more UI material. The classic minimap is here. Yay. Weapon and root rarity. They're going to have like unique colors for custom weapons and based on what color it is too. And there's going to be dedicated ammo slots. Nice. Quality of life updates is going to be more of little thingies that's going to be improving the game, including the updated contracts. There's going to be a dedicated pistol sidearm and a gas mask animation. So, for example, the dedicated pistol sidearm, for example, if you are in the water, by default, normally you don't see a pistol in the war zone of Modern Warfare 2. However, in Modern Warfare 3, they're going to allow you to have a pistol sidearm right off the bat in the water to allow you to fight underwater if there is going to be a case in there. So to make it fair and balanced. And there's gonna be new improved circle pacing. So the circle. So they're going to improve that in terms of Modern Warfare 3 so that you can get more fights into the thing. New things inside of Warzone include horizontal zip lines, drivable trains, Champions Quest, and more, and perks exclusive to Warzone. For example, we have the horizontal zip line, so normally you would see vertical zip lines in the map, but now we're going to go left right instead of just up down. So you don't have to worry about going up down only. You can go left right based on the map. You can now also drive a train in Warzone. Normally, you don't get to do this in Modern Warfare 2, but in Modern Warfare 3, you'll be able to drive a train for the very first time. You can, it is called movable POI. Will have a buy station and a UAV tower, as well as a handbrake in the rear carriage known as the caboose, giving it giving it the potential to be a core aspect of player strategy throughout the match, especially if the circle closes in on it. Boy, I have a feeling that everybody wants to drive the train. And because first of all, number one, there's a buy station in there. And number two, there's a UAV tower. And you never know when you're going to need that UAV tower and buy station. And you can drive the train. So how can you use this to your advantage? Think of think of like a pickup point. Hey, welcome to the train station. How can I help you? Oh yes, can I get the train to the city? Oh yes, sure. And you're pulling up. You pull up. You're like, I gotcha. That's my strategy for drivable trains in COD. So that could be a thing. There's always a big thing called Champions Quest. This is going to be an in-season update. There's going to be a task for you, but this is going to be for reserve squads only, like the most elite squads. They're going to give you a reward for that. So if you guys interested in Champions Quest, that is for you. Well, Warzone exclusive perks. If you are interested, there's gonna be some perks exclusive to Warzone that are on the board. If you can find these, you can get these. There are four: Shrouded, Combat Scout, Irradiated, and Resolute. Shrouded. If you are downed, you automatically drop a smoke grenade right off the rip. So if you remember Martyrdom, which is the perk from Modern Warfare 2 that allows you to drop a grenade when you die, this is the same concept but with a smoke grenade instead. So when you are downed, you get to drop a automatic smoke grenade so that you can revive your teammates just in case. That's pretty neat. Combat Scout pings an enemy when they are hit with a bullet. Interesting. Irradiated. Move faster and take less damage than the gas. Resolute. Improves movement speed when damaged. And there's also the return of something called a Big Game Bounty, which is going to be a fan favorite contract from the past returns, where the player with the most eliminations in the match is marked, and the reward is an advanced UAV. Is if you take down the the big boy guy, the big game bounty as it's called, your reward is potentially a big game changer in the advanced UAV. Because if you play COD before, the advanced UAV tracks every movement of the enemies, single per second, frame by frame, second by second, everything. So that could be a game changer if you can get big game bounty. The next thing that we talk about we talked about is the gulag, the goo as Tim the Tatman would say, and the gulag is not new of course, but there's some three new things that are coming to the Ghoulie. If I decide I'm gonna come back to COD because of Resurgence and and DMZ. If I decide to try at least one of these big BR, the Ghoulie is what I'm gonna call it. So there's three new things coming to the Gulag, and here are they: Ascender Overtime Finisher, the Gulag Public Event, and the NVG Gulag. Let's talk about the Overtime Finisher. So basically, the way that this is working is they're going to replace the Overtime flag with this extra Ascender thing in the middle of the map. So basically, it's like an extraction. If you grab this little thing pulley, and you extract carefully, it's like taking down the enemy, and you win the gulag. You're back in the map. You're back on the match. That's how that works. Instead of the overtime flag, there are also going to be public events inside of the gulag. So there is a shot for you to participate in a public event, even though you're in the gulag. For example, cash grab allows you to normally grab a lot of more money, but because it's in the gulag as well, if you get this money from the floor, the cash grab event in the gulag, and you win your gulag, and there's more stuff in there, that money can be used right off the rip when you come back to the gulag. When you come back from the gulag into the regular match, this is potentially a game changer because anybody who has money can buy stuff, and they can buy their teammates back. That's how game changing this could be, especially late game. Especially late game in Gulag. Keep in mind the Gulag does close, I believe, after Circle 4. And finally, the last thing they're adding to the Ghoulie is the NVG Gulag, which is something new here. As an in-season update, the Gulag will occasionally go dark, equipping operators with night vision goggles, which is the NVG part, for a fun new twist on the Gulag experience. So basically, same rules, but instead of the regular lights on, they have to go lights off, and you're gonna be equipped with a NVG night vision goggles. But the same rules of the Gulag applies now. You still have to extract out. You have to win out. And there is more. Here is the launch content for Warzone. We have the Battle Royale, Resurgence, and Plunder. For Battle Royale, they're going to have the new map and the Bondo. Resurgence, they're going to have Bondo and Ashika. Then for Plunder, they're going to have the new map. Keep in mind that thanks to their partnership with Blue Moon, High Moon Studios and Bronox, they're going to bring back Fortune's Keep and Rebirth Island in 2024. This is something I'm looking forward to though, because the first time I played, not the first time, but The day that I played Fortune's Keep, I got a dub, and that was when I was allowed to partner with. I was allowed to have YouTube partnerships, not YouTube, Facebook subscriptions. Believe it or not, that same day. Of course, I don't have it anymore. I mean, I do have it still, but it's kind of right now. So yeah. The next big talking point from COD Next is actually from the mobile side of things, and that is Call of Duty Warzone mobile. So basically, if you are interested, you can play COD on the go, basically. And that is a big thing because a lot of players who want to go outside the house and play Call of Duty are on their phones. And what a better way to introduce gaming on the phone with Call of Duty Mobile. And now they're going to introduce Warzone Mobile on the board. Here's the interesting part. The map they're going to introduce for Warzone Mobile is everybody's favorite Verdansk. Verdansk. And River Island to make its debut there. So that's gonna be a lot of fun if you're interested in Warzone Mobile. So I'm not gonna be delving too much into mobile Warzone because it's basically the same thing but on a phone. So I'm not gonna delve too much into mobile. Um, there are some rewards in terms of the anniversary. The only other thing I want to talk about in this blog is the endowment event, although it's not really gameplay related. It is more for those of you who are unaware of what this is. So, Call of Duty Endowment is a program that allows you to purchase a specific pack, either in the COD mobile or in the COD game. However, this is not your traditional pack of items. What this is a specialty pack where 100% of the 100% of the revenue from this pack only will go to veterans, will go to a veterans program to allow them to have high quality jobs through the Call of Duty endowment. So if you ever have somebody who is a veteran, like weapon, real life weapon, this is not video games. This is the real life veterans here we're talking about, like Vietnam and all that good stuff. So if you have somebody in the veterans area and you buy this pack, 100% of the revenue goes to the program that allows them that allows veterans to have high quality jobs. So if you're interested in this, this is the pack for you. Keep in mind, however, that this pack is only available in terms of the endowment program until October 19, 2023. So if you want to help your veterans, please consider taking this pack for your for your for your recommendations and for your consideration. Thank you. Okay. And then of course we have the championship of that, and that is the recap of COD Next. Now I want to talk about my thoughts and feelings about what we're about to feast on when it comes to COD in the next few months here. Oh, and don't forget tonight, in terms of like today and this weekend, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 beta begins for PlayStation users. Keep in mind that if you want to play today, you must have pre-ordered the game. You cannot you cannot go, or you have a beta code. That's the thing. If you have a beta code, you can also play. If you pre-ordered the game, you can also play today. I have no beta code and I have no game. I mean, I have game, but I don't have beta code. If you get what my drift is. So, to this weekend, we're gonna have the beta for PlayStation, and then this weekend we have the open lobby PlayStation. Next week, this the first announcement. Next week, October the 14th. I'm loud because I love this announcement. I am going to officially play the beta. So October 14 and 15, special streams. We're going to have the beta of Modern Warfare 3. However, I'm going to make this abundantly clear. I am not purchasing the game in November. First of all, we already have a lot of games in our rotation. I'm returning to Warzone to Modern Warfare 2 in terms of resurgence only and some DMZ just to have some fun. But I'm not purchasing the game. Sorry, just not my MO. Anyway, but next week we are playing the beta as part of this special stream. To also add more content, I'm going to review the beta the following day, the following Monday. So October 13, 14, um, October, so I believe October 12, no, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to be playing the beta live for you guys. October 16, that Monday, instead of a regular news story, I'm going to review the beta. So the review of the beta is going to replace the gaming news story article for the day, unless something happens. Unless there's a big story that I'm going to cover, then I'm going to do the beta review. Also, announcement number two. Speaking of COD, tonight 9:30, 9:30 p.m. Pacific, we're going to go live with some COD. We're actually going to back to COD. We're going to do Resurgence, Open Lobby. We're going to do some DMZ. It's been a while, so if my skills suck, you know why. I am not making this up. I promise you. Because we've been playing Mario for the last few days here. And it's going to be something you haven't seen for a while. Okay, so 9:30 tonight on YouTube and Kick for our COD return. Don't forget Mario 5:30 on YouTube and YouTube. And then yeah. So with that said, what are you guys looking forward to? If you guys are looking forward to the Warzone, the zombies, the campaign, the the multiplayer, let me know in the comments below. This has been a long recap, but there's one more thing I'm going to cover today. Believe it or not, there's another article I'm covering today that's also not as comprehensive, not as extensive as Call of Duty, but just as big as Call of Duty news. Because Call of Duty is involved with this other story that we're talking about later today. So that is all for today's article, first article of the day. If you like what you saw, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button too, because because here's a little secret, not a secret anymore. At 1,500 subscribers on October 25th, we're gonna be extending the hour of 1 hour on my birthday stream. Mm. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Okay, enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next article reading, next video.